I wanted to come here to be with you today for two very specific reasons. Number one, I was in Richland Community College here with you a few times during the campaign. This is one of the most important educational institutions in the state of Illinois. I care deeply about your future here. And I'm committed to education. I want education fully supported, and I want to have the best community college network in America right here, so our young people are trained, fully trained, well equipped with the technical training, occupational training, vocational training, and fundamental education to thrive in today's economy and take advantage of the jobs that are available in today's economy. I also am here, I want to be in Decatur. I fell in love with Decatur during the campaign. I was here a lot. This is a community of wonderful people in a great location that is a community that should be thriving. Decatur should be kicking tails compared to all communities all around the Midwest. And Decatur is suffering from a lot of the bad policies that have been going on in Springfield. And I'm committed to making Decatur one of the strongest, most prosperous cities anywhere in Illinois and anywhere in America. And I'll judge myself by how well I do that and how well Decatur's thriving. So it's an honor to be here for that reason as well. I believe you can judge a society, you can judge any community by how well that group of people takes care of the disadvantaged, the discriminated against, the vulnerable, the folks who need some support, who need some help. I believe, that we have a duty to help each other. I believe it's mostly should be done by individuals helping and church groups and community organizations, but there's a role for government in helping, providing a social safety net for those in need, and we need to do it well and take care of our most vulnerable citizens. And I'm committed to make that happen for Illinois. Here's the two big points I'd like to make sure you remember today. I'm going to start with this and finish with this. Today, Illinois is on an unsustainable path. I'm going to talk about why. But we are on a trajectory that's just fundamentally unsustainable, and we need a big change, a transformation to get off that path. Last year, Illinois lost population. We had more out-migration than any state in America. People who can choose where to live are leaving Illinois. Unsustainable and completely unacceptable. We need the real income, the real adjusted for inflation incomes for our families rising. I will judge myself based on that. This needs to be going up, not going down. This is the number one issue I've heard about on the campaign trail. Workers' compensation, meaning the cost to provide the insurance for workers who get injured on the job. Basically one of the highest in America, way higher than the national average, and uncompetitive. It's not a coincidence that we're one of the few states that elect our judges. Our judges are just elected, and we have unlimited ability for trial lawyers to donate political campaign cash to judges in their elections, the same lawyers who argue cases in front of those judges. It's a conflict. And then, so how do we rank overall for business? We could all find various metrics. Here's just 4 things we picked out. We're ranked at the 48th out of 50 states of attractiveness for business, F for small business friendliness, 35th. Why can't we be in the top 10 or 15? Or how about if we strive to be average? How about if we strive to be 25? I mean, why do we have to be in the bottom 10 or bottom 5 or bottom 15? There's no reason for this. The states that are really growing don't force unionization into their economy. People can choose whether to join a union or not. I believe that's the right thing. And I'm not advocating that Illinois become a right-to-work state. I do not advocate that. But I do advocate local governments, local voters being able to decide for themselves whether to be right-to-work areas, right-to-work zones. That's allowed under federal labor law. And that would allow our communities, especially those that are suffering from high unemployment, counties and municipalities that are suffering from high unemployment, to put in right-to-work zones, or what I call employee empowerment zones, in their areas to attract businesses so that we can compete with Indiana and Michigan and Tennessee and Texas that don't have forced unionization like we do here. Almost 40% of births in Illinois are to single women, not two-parent families, and a huge portion of those are to single teenage women. That, in terms of support and education and community service and support for women, especially teenage women growing up in poverty with a baby, that's a huge challenge for us. Huge challenge. I wish I had the answer, but I tell you, it's a challenge that we have been facing all our communities. And it's not just Illinois, this is a national challenge. I wish I had the answer, but we've got to keep that in mind. But look at, our Medicaid spending has been going through the roof, and our population is flat. Talk about unsustainable. There's one. Flat line on jobs, government spending through the roof. Talk about unsustainable. This is disaster. This does not work. And this gets all to the issues we've been talking about. We need those lines moving in parallel, and we need a booming economy creating jobs. We need to be a very attractive place for business. This doesn't work. Look at this. There's been a decline in the number of state people, government workers, but the payroll is still going up. I still don't totally understand this. I think it's a lot of overtime, a lot of manipulation of the system. But look at that. That's unbelievable. Illinois finally woke up and stopped the corruption for years in business. So today, a business that contracts with the state can't give state political contributions anymore. That's a good thing. Frankly, Republicans use that system a lot to get campaign cash for the Republicans, and then they would contract with the businesses and give them preferential treatment. Republicans did that kind of shenanigans for a long time. That's mostly, well, it's been diminished. I won't say it's gone, but it's diminished. But Illinois has restrict businesses, but we don't restrict the government unions. They contract 100% with the state government. And they give unlimited to the politicians. And how's it going? If you're an elected official and I'm a union leader and I say, you're running for office, I'll give you $5 million of my dues for your election. I'll give you 5,000 of my members to work for your campaign. They're all paid by the taxpayers, but I'll have them do it when they can. And then after you get in, let's negotiate my pension and my work rules and my health care. I mean, the taxpayer's on the outside. It's a conflict of interest. It's a closed loop. God bless you. Thank you very much, everybody. Look forward to working for you. Thank you.